Hey Wiki Hunters! Welcome back to the Wiki Hunt Photography channel. First things first, I'd like to say Happy New Year to all of you and hopefully you have a festive celebration. So for those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Stanley from the Wiki Hunt Photography. And in this channel, we talk about anything from photography, lifestyle, and entrepreneurship. And today I want to talk to you about how to create a photo that are stand out even if you think you're not creative in 3 simple steps. So first things first, what are photos that are stand out? Quite simply, if you scroll through your Instagram and you look through a location, for example, Paris or Eiffel Tower, and if you scroll to those photos, the photos that are stand out are the one that caught your eyes right away amongst the crowd, amongst the hundreds of photos that you're scrolling to. So how do you create a photo that are stand out? You need to create something that is unique, something that have a spice to it. Well, how do you find this uniqueness inside things that you see? So the first step is to develop your photography eye. Now, in every photography, a photography is developed through or captured through a vision that you're looking at, except you are isolating a frame within the scenery that you're looking at. So the first thing that you need to do is to look at what has caught your eyes. What is the interesting part of that scenery? So let's use the same example. If you, for example, go to an Eiffel Tower, think about the thing that really caught your eyes. Right? Now, this might be very obvious when you go to places like Eiffel Towers because the Eiffel Tower is very prominent and it is the thing that caught your eyes. But if you go to a place that are that has less prominent things, that is how you capture something that stands out, something that is interesting. Because let's say you go for a walk in a rainforest, and within that rainforest there is a lot of trees, there is a lot of green, and there is a lot of browns, right, of the dirt or whatever. Now, by being able to see or to recognize what caught your eyes, you can capture that single part of it and isolate it into a photograph. Now remember, your eyes is the best camera you can get. As soon as you look at something, it focuses on that thing and it blurs out everything else. So it takes away a lot of distraction. Now if you're using your camera, you have to do that manually. So think about what are the things that caught your eyes and start thinking about how to best capture that. Is it best to isolate on it and remove everything else because they're a distraction? Or is it best to capture a wider frame of it because everything else kind of help to bring the atmosphere to your photograph? Now the second step is to slow down. Now, what do you mean by slowing down? Well, quite simply, if you, again, using the same example, go to an Eiffel Tower, if you're only there for 5 minutes, right, which most people do, which is what most people will do. They will come to those places, take 5 minutes, capture a few shots, capture a few selfie, and they go home. Now, if you do the same, you will get the same photo as they are because you will only capture the thing that really prominent and that really stand out, which is the Eiffel Tower. But if you slow down, if you are there for a little bit longer, look at a few different things, look at the environment a little bit more, you will actually find a different and unique perspective. Because when you slow down and you look deeper and observe deeper to your environment, you will start recognizing different things that might not be the main subject but will complement your main subject. It might be people that are doing different things, a different expression that those person do. It might be an airplane, maybe a fighter jet that fly by, or maybe a crazy storm that strike. All of this you will have a better chance of capturing it when you slow down. And when you capture this unique moment, guess what? You will have a photo that stands out. Now, step 3, utilize and learn the composition techniques of photography. Now, on my masterclass, the 3PMP, I covered 34 different composition techniques. You can find these composition techniques all over the web. Now, of course, mine is totally different, and mine is specific to what I have learned and what I have developed over the years to capture these award-winning photos. But nevertheless, there are plenty of them out there, and to name the few, or to name a couple, the first thing that is come to mind, or one of the most popular composition technique, is rule of third, and second is leading line. Now, you might think, well, this composition technique is so popular, how is it gonna create a photo that stands out? Well, the secret is to adopt the framework, or the technique, and make it your own. Now, leading lines is a good example. Leading lines basically referring to anything that you see within the frame that leads, that acts as a leading line towards your main subject. So if you have an Eiffel Tower standing here, you might have a gate going here. You might have an airplane with, the gas that's jetting out, kind of coming down here. You might have people pointing into the Eiffel Towers, and all of those are leading line. So how do you create something that is unique using that particular composition technique? Well, quite simply, just by using your perspective, your unique perspective, and adopting that particular technique. So what you see as leading line will be different to what everyone else see. Now, if you slow down and actually take a time to think about and to observe your surrounding, you will come out with a different or a unique leading line that most people will overlook. So there you have it, the 3 steps that you can do to create your photo, to create a photo that stands out among the crowd, even if you think you're not creative. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in, Wiki Hunters, and please let me know in the comment below if this is helpful and if you try it out and it works. I'd love to see what you can come out with. Now, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so that you get notified when I put out my next video. Well, until next time, and I'll see you guys next week.